So it's my great pleasure to have Dr. Suzy Green, the founder and leader of the Positivity Institute. Welcome, and on this next part of our journey of thought leaders in coaching psychology. Great to have you here, and I have about 4 questions for you. So let's get started. You have a vision of creating a flourishing world. Can you share with us what that means to you personally, and how your work as a coaching psychologist contributes to that becoming a reality?
Definitely. So I guess we use the F word, flourishing, a lot in positive psychology.
Good to hear.
And whilst there is still a bit of debate about what flourishing exactly is, generally it's accepted that it's low levels of mental illness, so particularly diagnosis, DSM-5 diagnosis, but in combination, high levels of mental health and well-being. So, I mean, there are, again, various conceptions of how we assess well-being at the moment. One of the most common models is Seligman's PERMA model, so somebody with high levels of positive emotions, high levels of engagement, positive relationships, meaning, accomplishment, and actually they've been adding health lately. But Seligman himself has suggested or put forth a goal for the positive psychology movement that by 2051, 51% of the population should be flourishing. So at the moment, based on a large US study, we know that less than 20% of people are flourishing that fit that criteria, with the majority of people moderately mentally healthy. Most of us know the stats around particularly disorders like depression and anxiety. And then there's a subgroup called languishing, so people that don't fit criteria for a DSM-5 diagnosis, but certainly aren't feeling good or functioning that well. So what we're trying to do through, I guess, proactive approaches, and a lot of our work is in schools, which I'm really passionate about, and in the workplace and in the communities, is that if we can skill people up proactively before the curveballs come, that we may be able to shift the bell curve so we have more people flourishing. And in fact, there has been some epidemiological research to show that with not just, I guess, disorders, diseases, like depression, anxiety, but with any disease, treatment alone is not sufficient to shift a population, population-wise. So we need these proactive and preventative measures. So being able to go into schools and into workplaces where historically I would have not had access to people like that. As a clinical psych, my background, it wasn't until people came crashing down that they would come and see me. But now it's an absolute delight for me to take a lot of my knowledge and skills that I learnt initially clinically, then into coaching, out to the broader population.
Great, that's really inspiring. Thank you for sharing.